Hello and welcome back to the podcast. Pop it like it's hot.
Episode 4+4.
4 plus 4 equals 8.
Hey, you ate that.
Thank you.
Guys, we have a lot of topics to discuss today, so let's get started. I wanted to touch on MatPat. He's a very popular YouTuber. He just revealed to the world that after 13 years of being on YouTube, he is retiring. I am sad. He's like one of the few YouTubers that was so unproblematic and also so good and brought genuine content to the world. So I'll miss him. I know he, in his video, because I did watch the whole thing, he did say he's not completely like falling off the face of the earth. He will still be a part of the Game Theorist account, but kind of more behind the scenes, which I thought was interesting. And I really like the fact that he kind of gave the spotlight to the people that he's been working with all these years, and now they'll be taking over because there's like maybe 3 or 4 different associated channels. There's the game theories, the film theories. I forgot the others, but you catch my drift.
Yeah.
It was just sad,
I mean, it's bittersweet. I mean, like, look how far he's gone. You know what I mean? Did you watch the Five Nights at Freddy's?
I sure did not.
No.
Mm-mm.
Oh, you need to watch it.
I just like remember him from Escape the Night.
Oh yeah.
Joy Graceffa. So that's how I found out about MatPat in the first place. I'm like, oh my god, I really like this guy. And then I like saw maybe 1 or 2 of the. It wasn't the Five Nights at Freddy's series. There was another one that he did that I watched. It was one of those, and then
Yeah.
I found interesting, but
yeah, he made a little cameo because I think he was like a big Five Nights at Freddy's kind of guy, right?
He does a lot of content on that.
Yeah, and he got to do a little cameo in the movie, which I thought it was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool. I actually didn't watch the movie. That was the one with Josh Hutcherson, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do 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 do. Yeah, Five Nights
The
at
only
Freddy's.
version I remember is playing the one on Roblox, and I had to stop that immediately because I was severely traumatized. I'm like, how is this in a kid's game? Like, I can't.
Yeah.
And mind you, I was playing this at night. That was my first and last time playing that game. Let me just tell you.
Yeah, I used to like the game, and the lore behind it is actually pretty interesting. And
I don't really know too much about it.
Yeah, it's interesting. I won't get too much into it just because will be here all day. But if you have time to read on it, it's pretty interesting. And I really recommend reading the movie. I mean, watching the movie because it's actually pretty entertaining. You don't need to like know the lore at all.
That was my question. Okay.
Yeah, you could completely go in as like totally blind and you still be entertained, in my opinion.
Okay, well that's good to know. Maybe I'll pick up on that. While we are in the realm of YouTubers, the Ace family is our next topic, and it looks like Catherine and Austin are on their way towards divorce.
Good for Catherine. I never liked Austin. He was such an attention seeker, and and obviously I don't know if you know, so many cheating allegations.
So many.
Yeah, and then like in recent news, he like was DMing like OF girls. Trying to be like, hey, like, do you need someone to like help you run your account or something? Like,
the desperation.
Exactly. I'm just like, it's just like so pathetic. Yeah. In my opinion, he's always been pathetic, and he always looks like, to me, like he smells like cigarettes randomly.
I could see that.
Yeah, like I don't know. It's just he looks so nasty, and Catherine could have done so much better. She did do better because she was used to date Michael B. Jordan before.
Oh, she did.
Yeah. Before Austin.
Man, she had the bag and she fumbled it.
Yeah. It's like, girl, how?
Well, maybe there's a chance because didn't he break up with Lori? Well, she's too pretty for him. Let me just say that. I'm talking about Catherine. She's too pretty for Austin.
Yeah.
I just seen a couple of their recent videos, and I feel like, though, to begin with, the chemistry wasn't there.
Never. No, it was gone a long time.
It almost seemed like their relationship was forced.
Yeah.
And they were They were doomed from the start.
Yeah.
I just feel bad because the kids, you know?
Yeah.
They have 3, right?
Yeah, they had 3. They always said that they stayed for the kids, but I'm like, that never works.
Yeah.
And then plus, and I don't think it was just the kids. I think it was also like the money and the YouTube channel. You know what I mean?
For sure, I agree.
Yeah.
That's all played a role, I'm sure.
And now that they're becoming like irrelevant, they're like, why are we even together now?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel like if anything, like the kids are suffering more.
Yeah.
Like if you're not in love, just break apart.
Exactly. Trust me, it'll make things more easier. If they see you're happy with
Yeah.
yourselves, then they will be happy.
It's just crazy, but I think this was expected. I was just surprised that honestly they lasted that long.
Yeah.
Before they filed for divorce. So
dude, there's so much drama and like scams in that family.
It's never ending. Never ending.
Like, did you know like that old mansion they spent like millions of dollars building, and then like when it got foreclosed, they like released that they never had hot water in that house because they didn't have the right pipes or something like that, or like they couldn't afford a certain thing, so they just never had hot water. I'm like, so you're
crazy.
Yes, I'm like, you guys were suffering.
I think that's to take cold showers every night.
Yeah. Literally.
I remember in regards to the house, this was years ago when they were adding like a pool or something. It was causing like a mudslide or something like that to the property below, and the people who own those properties below were pissed off.
Yeah, because they owned a grapevine, and literally all of that, like the mudslide. Right? Yeah, they was destroying their like crops and all that.
Crazy. That's actually crazy. I can't fathom. Like, oh my god. And to think they probably didn't even give those people any kind of money or any kind of.
They probably didn't give up.
Sorry or nothing.
No, they were just like, nah, screw you guys. And
they're like yes.
And literally, they came out with their song. Yes. And.
Oh man. That's just messy, but.
Yeah.
Happy that they're broken apart.
Yeah, good for Catherine. I'm rooting for Catherine.
We are rooting for Catherine. We are Team Catherine.
Yeah.
While we are still in the realm of YouTube, we wanted to also discuss Trisha Paytas, her and Morgan. What am I thinking about Morgan? Love you, Morgan. I'm thinking of Moses. Trisha and Moses. They're having another girl, and they have named her Elvis.
Yeah.
How do we feel about that?
I think they're gonna say, like, once the baby's born, like, we decided to not name the baby Elvis. Maybe a middle name possibly could be the middle name, but I feel like she's gonna go with Papermate. Because I don't know if you guys recall in one interview when she was pregnant with Malibu and they were discussing names, she's like, she was like, I like the name Papermate.
Both of those are so hideous to me. Yeah. I mean, Elvis, I guess I could see for a guy, but still, oh man.
Yeah.
Not my child, like whatever, but whoo!
Yeah.
Those two names. Papermate, that's like the name of a pen company.
It is a pen company.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
It's like
baby gnome.
You're asking your child to get bullied.
Yeah.
You're setting them up for failure.
Literally.
I feel like it's gonna be like a Kylie Jenner situation where she changed Wolf to Air.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like that kind of situation.
Yeah. They literally bullied her out that name.
Yeah. Like, come on. Even her first daughter's name is so cute, Malibu Barbie. How do you go from that to Papermate?
Right.
Or Elvis. I don't know.
Right. Just like clearly see the favorite. No, I'm kidding.
Ew. Moving away from the YouTube world, let's talk about Coachella. Let's talk about the music world right now.
Yeah. Yep.
And let's talk about the lineup for this year.
Yeah. So the headliners was Lana Del Rey, Doja Cat, and Tyler the Creator. Those are the 3 main headliners. I
feel like Tyler the Creator is always on there.
Right?
I'm like, can you just hop off?
Yeah.
Give someone else a chance?
Exactly. I'm just like, I don't I only like one or two songs back then, but I'm just like,
I like none.
yeah. I'm like, pick someone else.
I don't know if you know this, but there were rumors that Shakira was offered, or I think
No, she
Shakira offered
offered.
to
She
headline,
offered.
correct?
Yeah.
And Coachella was like, no. How the are you gonna
They
reject Shakira?
they literally said that she's too old for Coachella. I'm like, are you
Oh,
kidding
that was
me?
the reasoning?
Yeah.
I thought it was the fact that she was too big of an artist.
No, they said it was because she was too old and they're
Oh,
trying to gain a younger
no.
audience. I'm like, the younger audience,
If the younger audience knows her.
yeah, they vibe with her.
Whatever, whatever, we're doing
When
together, I'll be here.
you know
I'm
me.
on tonight. Oh,
Yeah.
that lives in my head rent free.
Yeah, we love Shaq Shack. But that's so stupid. Like why would you reject her? And like she's been like a hot topic during like early last year. Remember with the cheating allegations with her
Oh
and
yeah, with
Piqué?
Piqué.
And then she came out with that song and that was like the smashing hit
Yeah.
for a while.
You know, it was funny because she did a song with Karol G called Te Coger.
Uh-huh.
And they also predicted, like her team and predicted that Te Coger was going to be a hit too, because it's also about, drama with lovers.
Right.
But they pushed that project further so that Shakira could release the one about Piqué first.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was all strategic. Then they released Te Coger like months later, and that was another hit for her.
Yeah.
So instead of one, she got two hits. I thought that was pretty smart marketing, if you ask me.
Yeah.
She ate that.
Coachella really flopped on that.
I know.
And so I'm just like, but I'm like, in my opinion, I mean, I love Lana Del Rey. I was like, okay, Lana, I get. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
good for Lana.
Yeah. Doja, I was like,
Yeah, don't.
You saw her in December. How was it, like her performance?
I thought the visuals were really good.
Yeah.
I thought her rapping's up to par, but this was like an era that I don't know, this was a weird era. Her Scarlet era for me was not my favorite. I will always love Planet Her.
Yeah.
This was more of a rap album, which she is in the sense a rapper. And she can spit bars. I don't know, it just wasn't my favorite, and I didn't really appreciate the whole like demonic vibe. I know she's not trying to in her mind, I know she's saying like it's an art, it's a style. But I don't know, to me it's just like there's too much like satanic crap in there. I'm like, ugh.
You think it was like too much?
It was just too much.
Yeah, she like overplayed it.
Exactly. It was just in your face all the time, and I was like, wow.
Yeah.
But she's funny. I mean, she does make good music.
Mm-hmm.
It just wasn't my favorite era.
Right.
But I did appreciate the visuals, although they were very dark and somewhat demonic to an extent.
Mm-hmm.
Not my favorite.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I have to say about that.
Yeah.
But we'll see how she does in Coachella. I feel like she could eat. She has potential.
Mm-hmm. I mean, let's just do like a quick overview of like the lineup, just so like we're not missing anyone important.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, you searched that up. I want to take this back to Shakira because I'm still shocked that they were ageist literally against her.
Yeah.
I did not know that was the reason.
Yeah, it was.
I cannot believe that. Like, people have seen what she did with J-Lo at the Super Bowl in 2020. Like, if she could do that, like, imagine what she can pull off at Coachella.
Right, exactly.
Coachella, y'all really flopped. Y'all already made a mistake.
Yeah. I know you will like this. J Balvin is going to be the same day as Doja Cat.
J Balvin, I've never I like some of his songs, but I've never really been obsessed with his work or with him as an artist. I just casually like some of his songs,
Right.
I don't know. Who else is on that list?
Well, I don't know if you know, but one of my favorite bands, Deftones, is gonna be there. So
I've heard of Deftones.
Yeah.
From you.
Yeah. They're gonna be there. No Doubt is making a reunion, which is pretty exciting.
I don't know who that is, sorry. It's okay.
I
won't know every
Here, I'll let you know. This is the band that Gwen Stefani was the lead singer of. This is Gwen Stefani's band in the 90s. She does a lot. It was like reggae rock. It's rock. Reggae rock. It was pretty. It's really good. I like spiders and
Oh,
oh, it was something girl. Shoot,
I'm gonna have to
sorry,
give
it's
him a
been a while.
listen then.
Yeah, it's very like
I've
reggae
only
listening,
known
but yeah.
one as an independent artist. I had no idea she was part of a band.
She was part of a band in the 90s. They were a huge hit. That's how she got her.
Debut. I
Yeah, that's how it all started.
see. Oh, I'll have to brush up on my pop culture for the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Don't cancel me, y'all.
Don't cancel me, y'all. But yeah.
Wow. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I think Coachella is usually around like April, May, right? I feel like it's
Yeah,
April.
April.
Okay. I've always wanted to go to Coachella, but I've never like have had like time off around that time or been
Mm-hmm.
able to take time off. Two, the tickets are hella expensive, and three, I feel like they're like Lollapalooza. You know how we have that here in Chicago.
I think, in my opinion, sorry to interrupt, but I
No,
think,
you're
in my
good.
opinion, I think from what I've seen during different TikToks, Lollapalooza here is probably better accommodating than Coachella because
It definitely seems that way.
yeah, because I'm like a lot of people have to camp in the middle of the desert,
I know.
and like there's basically like no like there's just they tent and they get like shitty little showers as like
Yeah.
accommodations, and they pay like hundreds of dollars for
Yeah.
that just to be in the parking space.
And they get on the Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. What the
Let's talk
hell?
about that. James Charles?
James Charles, come on.
Come on, James Charles. What was that?
They probably like live in that Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
Mm-hmm.
While we're in the music industry, or at least in that topic, I want to talk about Ariana Grande.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about her quite a bit in our previous episode, but there have been some updates since then. Not only did her new single "Yes and" um, create a very big streaming debut for her career of I think 11 million was the amount of streams on Spotify, I believe, for the first day.
Mm-hmm.
She did release her album titled, it's called Eternal Sunshine. It's named after this movie that Jim Carrey starred in. I forget, they're like really good friends,
Mm-hmm.
and she admires that movie, and so she took a piece of that title because the movie is not called just Eternal Sunshine. It's called Eternal Sunshine of the something mind. I don't care. I don't remember. But she basically called the album Eternal Sunshine. And it will be out March 8th. So I'm so excited. But her alleged, recent actions with Ethan Slater from last year have also come to light because there's some lyrics that allegedly correspond with that.
Yeah.
And let me just say this, Ariana is my favorite singer of all time, and I do enjoy her music, but if this is what she really did to a family, that's inexcusable, and I want to just put that on the record, and that needs to be taken care of in the right way.
Yeah, I think she's old enough to know what she did was messed up, and bragging about it in a song is not the way to go, in my
That
opinion.
exactly. I do agree with that. And although the lyrics do seem, you know, as if she was glorifying what she did allegedly, I didn't really care for that.
Yeah.
I love her as an artist. I do love her music, but I felt like she could have taken it in so many different directions, and she chose to do that. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
because I was even looking at some of the lyrics from her other work previously, because I guess this is not the first time something like this has happened that she like
Break up with your boyfriend, I'm bored.
exactly. I mean, the name of the song speaks for itself. Like, hello, good song, by the way.
Yeah.
But that's not the point. The point is that if all these allegations are true, and obviously a lot of them seem like they are, um, that's not right. I wouldn't wish that. I wouldn't wish the tearing up of a family on my worst enemy.
Right.
And I just think that also has to be acknowledged, given the fact that now she's doing so well.
Yeah.
And I feel like the people who were involved in all these relationships are probably like really hurt.
Yeah.
Seeing that, because I don't know, if somebody like cheated on, me, for instance, and then wrote a song about it and got all this fame, I'd feel pretty salty. I'm like,
Yeah.
how is this person thriving after what they've done?
Right.
So I just have to put that out there. Also, updates with Ariana. She had a stalker for years who broke into her home in, I think, Hollywood Hills, literally 100 times, if not more. He has been finally convicted and will be sentenced to 3 years and 8 months in prison. Like, that's not enough.
Yeah.
What the hell? That's crazy.
Yeah.
It says here in this report that the man broke into her home 92 times between the months of February and September 2021. And he even brought a knife on one occasion.
What the?
He returned then a year later in June 2022 and forcibly entered her home by disabling her security systems with a screwdriver.
Oh my
It just
God.
gets worse. And then he cut the wires to the alarm and telephone lines.
This guy's psychotic.
Oh, yeah. And this man only got 3 years and 8 months in prison. Oh, and then
He must have
recent
good
news-
lawyers.
He's gonna need them. And then in recent news, fast forward to today, in the weeks that have just passed, we learned that Ariana Grande also sold her Hollywood Hills house to Bad Bunny, of all people,
Mhm.
for $8.3 million.
Wow.
So that was not who I was expecting she'd sell it to, but
Right.
after all that has happened in that home, I'd be like, yeah, I'm getting out of here.
Yeah.
And I think also her ex Dalton was
Mhm.
a realtor out there. So I
Yeah.
don't know if he's the one that got her that house, or I don't know, maybe she had it prior to their
Right.
relationship, but he's a pretty good realtor from what I hear, and has been selling some good property. So
Yeah. I wonder how he's doing.
I know, right?
I hope he's
That's the
doing
one people.
okay.
That's the one person I feel like in this equation nobody talks about enough.
Right. I'm like, well, let's see how he's doing.
And also one thing that bugs me about society sometimes
Hmm.
is like, obviously, if this whole thing with Ethan and Ariana is true,
Yeah.
I feel like they are scrutinizing her and not him as well.
Yeah.
I feel like they're like, him, let's talk about her. But
Yeah.
he allegedly, if this is all true, he's just as responsible.
Oh yeah.
And I
for
think
sure.
if you're gonna drag Ariana, make sure you drag him too.
Just as much, exactly.
Because if this, like I said, allegedly is what happened, he should also get that same treatment.
He played just as much of us a part as Ariana in this.
Exactly.
Yep.
It's a 50-50 thing.
Exactly. He decided to leave the wife and the kid. He played part. It's not like Ari held him hostage. You know what I mean? He had every right to say yes or no.
I know.
So
choices were presented, choices were made. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem, given, the allegations, that the right choice was made. But we'll see how things go from here, because I know they're living together currently in New York.
yeah.
So
I mean, that's all they got for each other. That's
yeah.
all they got.
I mean, Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on to the film industry. Emily in Paris season 4, which I am a big fan of the show, is officially underway, but I wanted to talk about one of the cast members, Ashley Park, who it was revealed that she had tonsillitis, which turned into septic shock, and she almost died.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a nurse, so like when I hear sepsis or septic shock, it's bad.
That's bad.
It takes a long time for people to recover. So I know, thankfully, she got all the right care and is on the mend now, but that was quite a scare.
Was this recently, or was this
recently?
Wow.
So I'm not sure if they have already completed filming season 4, or if it's still in the process, but I would assume that affects things. And it just makes me sad, because Ashley Park is actually my favorite character on the show.
Yeah.
I think she plays Emily's best friend.
And
Wait, I just love her.
I'm like, okay, I think I left off.
Did you finish season 3?
I
don't want to spoil it if you didn't.
No, the thing is, I don't know what season I'm on, because I watch it through illegally.
Somebody come get her.
Well, yeah, so I don't know what season it is, but I remember wait, I'm gonna do motions, and then you're gonna tell me if there was more after that.
Okay, let's
look.
see it. Exactly.
That's where it
That
ended
was
off?
the end of season
Okay.
3.
Oh yeah.
So
Then
you're
I'm caught up. I'm caught up. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
And Netflix, when they release season 4, they'll give you a little recap.
Yeah.
So I always look
Exactly.
at that
Yeah.
because it's so crazy how much time passes between each season. It's literally like these seasons are separated by years.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Literally.
for 8 episodes, the
Right. Dude, it's like, they always say like it's so cringy, but it's so good to watch.
I know.
Like even my dad watches it. My dad
Now
loves
your dad watching.
Yeah,
in
my
Paris.
dad, he's always like, when is Emily in Paris coming out? I'm like,
Aw.
soon, dude. Like
That's so cute.
yeah, he's like, he actually likes, because when I watch it on TV and he's like nearby, he's like, oh.
Oh.
Oh. But yeah, I love that show. It's like a classic chick flick. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, it is cute.
Yeah. It's cringy, but it's cute.
It's cringy, but it has its moments. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of cringe, I want to talk about the new Mean Girls musical movie.
Did you watch it?
Excuse me. No, and I don't want to. It looks trash.
Yeah.
I looked at the previews and I'm like, oh, it's like, why do they keep remaking these, iconic movies? Like, very well, it's gonna tank.
Right.
I don't know.
And it's a musical.
Yeah,
I'm not really much a musical person, except for High School Musical. That's the only one I grew up on.
I was gonna say HSM. That doesn't count.
Yeah, we don't count you, girl.
I do.
Or Camp Rock.
Oh yes, we can't forget about Camp Rock.
Yeah, sorry, girl.
Camp Rock.
Camp Rock.
But I really love the main actress who plays Regina. Her name's Reneé Rapp. I think she's so funny.
Yeah.
I think she's gonna be on SNL with Jacob Elordi tonight.
Oh yeah.
So you gotta tune in.
Yeah.
I felt like that was quite the pair that they put together. So I'm excited to see what they come up with in terms of like the sketches. So.
Yeah.
And she also sings.
Oh yeah.
Which would make sense because she was in the musical.
Right. She was the Broadway because she did play Regina during Broadway time. Mm-hmm. And then I think Sabrina Carpenter was also played Katie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. This was during right before COVID. I think. Yeah.
Better that than Ethan playing SpongeBob.
Exactly.
Anyway, I just want to touch on that. I feel like Reneé Rapp is really out there now. She's like everywhere. Every other post I see on social media, good for her, Yeah. I like her personality. She seems like she'd be a very real friend. So good for you, girl.
Good for you, girl.
Speaking of shows that are being reprised, this one unfortunately was canceled, but this was Lizzie McGuire. There were reports that a revival, would come into play, but Disney canceled that, and I believe it was because there was too many sexual content in there, and Disney was like, no.
Was this gonna air in Disney Channel?
Yeah, on Disney Plus.
Oh,
but it was too sexual.
But was it gonna be to adults or like?
I think it was just gonna be on the platform, but you do have the option to control the preferences. But Disney. It's not surprising that Disney kind of canceled it for that reason. But the person who was kind of producing the show released some snippets of what the concept of the show would be like. Mm-hmm. It kind of starts with Lizzie living in New York City as an interior designer. She dates this handsome chef, and then Lizzie's boyfriend cheats on her with her best friend. That's where it gets messy. And then Gordo is expected a baby with another woman, and he's engaged. Okay. I don't know if it's with that same woman or with a different one. Yeah. Messy. And then in episode 3, Lizzie wakes up in someone's bedroom and checks that off her to-do list. And I think that was kind of like the tipping point for Disney. That's why they were like, no, there's just too much sex and scandal involved. They're like, we're dropping this.
I guess they didn't want to break the innocence.
But also, I understand where Disney's coming from, but also, what do you expect when you do a revival?
Exactly. Especially if you're targeting the audience from back then. They're grown up now. They don't want They don't want kiddie stuff.
And also, Lizzie's older.
Yeah.
She's gonna be doing adult things. I don't know what Disney was thinking. Why did they let all of this work be done only to cancel it if they knew from the start? They're probably gonna talk about some adult content.
Right.
Anyway. So that's unfortunate, but I guess maybe not because, like I said, I don't like when they revive iconic shows because I feel like it almost always is a flop.
Yep. Always like Boy Meets World. They did Girl Meets World, and like that. It was too kiddie. It was too
That's what
cringy.
I heard.
Yeah, but like I mean, I get it. They were targeting like the new younger audience, but still, you know. And then also with That's a Raven, I think it got canceled too, right?
Oh
After
yeah,
like
Raven's Home.
yeah, that got canceled.
You know, I watched one episode. I was like,
Yeah,
it was too much.
yeah.
Oh, well, let's talk about a revival that is going to be airing on Disney that did not get, in fact, canceled, but will be going through the motions and eventually being posted onto Disney. And this is the Wizards of Waverly Place reboot. I was actually excited about this, but you know my reservations on revivals. So, what do you think about that?
I think it's gonna be another situation like Girl Meets World.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be targeted to the younger people, even though like the older people are excited and they see it, they're gonna be like, it's not it, you know.
I feel the same way. My expectations are
yeah, and it's not gonna be following like I think everyone is expecting like Alex Russo, but I think she's only gonna be started in like one up like in the pilot.
Oh yeah, and then it's supposed to focus on Justin.
Yeah, it's supposed to focus on Justin and his kids, so we're probably not gonna barely see them, you know.
Rent was due after he brought a gun to the TSA.
Oh yeah, he's still paying it off. He's like
still paying it off. He's paying the fine.
He's paying the fine still. But you know what? I thought it was kind of sad. So you know how what's his name, Jerry Trainer and Jennifer Stone have their podcast together, talking about Waverly, and
it's called Wizards of Waverly Pod.
Yeah, exactly. And they, you know, obviously they talk the hell out of that show, you know, and their experiences on all that. But and I feel like they didn't call them back to do the reboot
as cast.
Yeah,
for the reboot.
Because I saw that David Henry when he posted it, the announcement.
He cut them off.
No, Jerry. Jerry commented reboot.
Wait, who's his name?
The
is
dad.
David DeLuise. Who is that?
Wait, Jerry Trainer. No,
the dad is David DeLuise.
Jerry. I think Jerry Trainer is Spencer from iCarly.
iCarly.
Yeah. I got mixed up. Sorry.
She mixed up two papas.
Yeah, two papas.
OMG.
Yeah.
Wait, I was like, Jerry Trainer.
I love Jerry Trainer.
We love him though.
Shout out to you, boy.
Anyways, sorry, you were saying.
He commented under David Henry's post and was like, reboot. I don't think they had. And I don't think they knew about that.
Like reboot question mark.
Yeah.
So
I feel sad for them.
I hope they're on there.
Yeah, because I'm like, dude, they like this their podcast is probably the reason why they consider it a reboot. You know what I mean? Because they brought the topic back and they're not gonna like at least let them star.
You know, I want to talk about Jennifer Stone, who plays Harper on the show. She's a badass. I did not know that. She's an ER nurse.
Oh yeah, New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she does acting on the side. Like, how does this girl do it? So much respect for her.
Yeah.
And she's an advocate. I also did not know that she was a type 1 diabetic, and she's a big advocate for.
Oh my god, really? Mm-hmm. Oh, hey girl. Hey sis.
She's a big advocate for you know, people getting their insulin and stuff like that.
Hey sis, love you.
Which of course makes sense, you know, given that she has the diagnosis and also it works in healthcare.
Right.
Mad respect to her. Love her.
Love you, girl.
I always loved her character.
Yeah.
There's a spark about her.
Yeah. We love Harper. I always loved Harper.
I did too.
Yeah.
Something about her just rubbed me the right way.
The right way.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Taking this back to music, I want to quickly talk about Uchis. Her new album, Orquídeas, is out now. And I really like this album.
Mm-hmm.
There's a blend of different genres in it. And I think that's what I loved about it the most. My favorite song, well, it's actually 2 in 1. It's called Dame Beso, and then there's one called Muévete, and it's like a merengue type beat. I really like that. It just makes me want to get up and dance every time I hear it. And then I also found out that I didn't even realize her and Don Toliver were together. And they are expecting their first baby.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, wait, girl, I know that's not fat. You're pregnant. I know a baby bump when I see one. Thank you.
We see that, girl.
She's so cute.
Yeah, we love Callie. Callie.
And it seems like her album's doing quite well on the charts. So I love that for her.
Love that. I thought of something right now, and to the reboot stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Do you watch The Big Bang Theory?
No.
Oh,
I've watched a couple episodes, but I haven't like religiously watched the whole series, to be honest with you.
I love The Big Bang Theory. I think like people give it crap, and I'm like, it's because you guys don't get the jokes because you're not smart enough. T. No, I'm kidding. But it's like T. But I actually like it because like it's just, I don't know, it's just like dorky and funny, and the show ended like early to 2010s, and they did the reboot Young Sheldon, and I actually love that reboot. And it's actually a big
Netflix,
hit.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's actually a big hit. And I actually love Young Sheldon.
Every time I go on the app, it actually tells me like this is a show I should watch. You know how it gives you recommended.
Yeah. It's
and
very
it's like 96% match. I'm like, oh, maybe I should watch it then.
Yeah. It's very cute and very wholesome.
I will ask though, is it something that I can watch and understand without watching Big Bang Theory?
I think so. Because
Okay.
I've heard a lot of people watched it not knowing it was about Big Bang Theory.
Okay.
They thought it was like about a kid who was just like super, super smart.
Right.
Yeah.
I do remember that from the Big Bang Theory episodes.
Yeah. It's just basically Sheldon's like origin. And like his child.
Yeah. Like a prequel too.
Yeah.
I see. Well, that makes sense. Oh, okay.
Yeah. I recommend it if you like wholesome, cute content. But it's pretty funny at the same time.
I do.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll probably have to give it a watch.
Yeah.
I wanted to circle back to Lana Del Rey.
Yes.
I forgot to mention that she's the new face of SKIMS.
Dude, SKIMS marketing team, it has a high budget. They have all celebrities.
I know.
Their budget.
Lana looks so good.
I know. I was like, that's such a perfect fit though for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Because it's for the Valentine's Day collection, right?
I think so.
Yeah. I was like, that's a good fit.
Yeah.
Because who's better about Valentine's Day than Miss Lana?
Miss Lana, I got my red dress on tonight, dancing in the dark in the pale moonlight.
I love Lana Del Rey.
I got that summertime sadness. Oh. We're just making our singing debut here.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you. I love Lana and the Waffle House. Like, she's the reason why. She's the reason I want to go to Waffle House now.
I'm dead. I actually want to go to Waffle House.
Me too. Dude, I went online.
West Coast thing?
No, it's more like a southern.
Oh.
Yeah.
You gotta go to Louisiana.
Louisiana.
Gypsy.
I checked the nearest, because I was curious to see where's the nearest Waffle House from Chicago. It's 167 miles away.
Oh.
In like Indiana. Oh, there's one down south in like in the bottom of Illinois too, actually.
Oh, that's like going into the cornfield.
Oh yeah, you're asking for MAGA. We will be look different if we go there.
We probably won't come back.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But yeah.
Speaking of celebrities, I read this report that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce plan. There's a report that says they plan to get engaged this summer.
Oh,
what the?
Talk about PR.
I know. Talk about like reports literally manifesting their life and planning it out for them.
Right. Like, I know Taylor's always been over the top, but it's like, girl, come on. There was rumors that she was like secretly married to Joe Allen. I don't know if that's true or not.
I wonder.
Yeah.
He was the one that couldn't like hang because of her status as a celebrity. He couldn't.
But then like she fell for him because he didn't care that she was Taylor Swift. At the same time. I don't know.
There's a lot of I don't knows about her relationships in general.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like it's so extra. Like, I don't know. I just have a lot of theories because, like, obviously now she's going to all his football games, which is cute, I guess. She wants to support the boyfriend, whatever.
That was a boyfriend.
But the thing is like, I don't know. Now she's like friends with what's her name, Brittany Mahomes.
I don't know who that is.
She's one of the wives of one of the big football players. What's his name?
Oh, Patrick
Mahomes. Yeah, we're girly pops. We don't do this stuff. Let me phone in my dad real quick. But
And ask them to give us the recap for Emily in Paris while you're at it.
right.
I'm
But
dead.
yeah, so he what's it called? Apparently like those two are like close now because our boyfriend or like she's married to Patrick
All right,
Mahomes.
they're like football girlies now.
Yeah, like we're football wives or whatever.
Maybe
And
football
like
moms.
yeah. But like when I see them together, it always looks like Brittany Mahomes is like such a kind of, how do I explain it? Like she's like a sidekick to Taylor. Not to belittle her, but it just looks like she's just like, yes,
Taylor
Taylor.
Shadow.
Yeah, Taylor Shadow. Yeah. And at some point, I don't know, I could feel like Taylor's kind of faking it for the cameras. And I feel like she's like, yes, Brittany, love you. And then like once the cameras are off, she's just like
I pushes her to the
yeah.
side. Get out.
Literally. I think it's funny though. I don't know.
So funny.
If that's true, I think that would be so hilarious.
I polish up real. I polish up real. Nice.
Nice.
Wow. This episode has been a blast. We have one topic left on our list here. We're going to talk about Mia Goth being sued by Extra.
Yeah. So the story goes is that have you watched her movies, the horror movies, Pearl, Maxine? No, I think Maxine is the one coming out. I think the other one's called X.
Can I be honest with you? I don't even know who that is.
Mia Goth. So she used to be married to Shia LaBeouf. Shia
LaBeouf.
Yeah, Shia LaBeouf.
I know him.
They have a kid together.
My name is Optimus Prime.
Here, I'll show you a picture. I think she's very pretty. And so she stars in a couple of horror movies.
Shia was like Ariana.
Yeah. Well, the difference is she actually looks good in them.
Oh. You kind of gagged her.
Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, so she stars in one of my favorite horror movies of all time called Pearl. This is Pearl.
Wait, this seems familiar.
It was on TikTok for a while.
Maybe that's where I've seen it, like clips of it.
Yeah. But Pearl, and it's like so much lore. So they're making a third movie. And so in one of the scenes that they were filming, she was supposed to run. I guess there's like people on the floor, and she was like running straight ahead, and I guess she was supposed to like hop over these people, and so the extra was on the floor, right? And she was running it, and I guess she didn't hop and just ran, jumped on him. Oh, I don't know. The first one doesn't seem we don't know if it was intentional or not, but it like he said like it hurt, It
hurt my back.
It hurt my back.
My back broke.
So after they were done filming the shot, he went to I think the producer or the director saying, "Hey, look, Mia just freaking stomped on me. Can you tell her to be careful?"
Broke my back.
Yeah, she broke my back. Can you tell her to be careful? And they're like, okay, we'll make a note of that. So the next shot comes, and he claims that, okay, so they were filming again. He was on the floor again. She's running, and she purposely kicked him in the face and tried to make it look like it was part of the scene.
Oh.
Yeah, and continued running.
Whoa.
Yeah. And then after that, he was asked not to come back. Yeah. So he's suing the film company A24 and Mia Goth. Yeah. A24 and Mia Goth for that. Well. Yeah.
They're pretty big.
Yeah. And
so aren't they the ones that don't they have Euphoria under their wing?
I think so, yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
I feel like they do. Anyway.
But yeah, so he's suing for obviously physical damage, emotional damage, and he also
and a broken back.
Yeah, and a broken back. Exactly. He claimed that like when he was driving home, like he had to like pull over so many times because he felt like really lightheaded and dizzy.
Shit. Oh hell no.
Yeah.
You have been served, Mia Goth.
Mia Goth, you've been served. And if you see her, it's so funny to think of her that way because she like when you see her like off camera, she's very petite and she talks like she's British. She's like, I talk like this, very innocent and pure. So hearing that happen is so funny.
It's so funny you say that. That reminds me of Mr. Dinkles from Trolls. You know that meme?
Oh yeah.
I told you we needed more glitter.
Literally, that's her.
It's
She's
giving
literally
Mia
the
Goth.
real life Mr. Dinkle.
Mr. Dinkles is so cute. I love him.
I told you we need more glitter.
Remember when we were filming episode 7, we ended up watching Trolls?
Oh
We had
yeah.
nothing else to watch. I'm like, I want to watch Mr. Dinkles. He's so freaking cute.
Yeah.
I want to see Mr. Dinkles.
Mr. Dinkles. I love that.
Well, guys, that's all the time we have left for today's episode. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to episode 8. I can't believe that we're 8 episodes into this podcast. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Our next episode will be our Valentine's special. Can't wait.
Yeah.
And we have some exciting content to bring you. So feel free to tune in.
Yeah.
And we'll see you in the next episode.
All right. Bye.
All right, guys. Bye.
Bye-bye.